Hey, hey you, get out of my way, 'cause today is the day we will put you away. Hey, hey, from the east to the west. Hey, hey,
Hey, hey, I don't know what we'll sing.
who shakes the best? Hey, hey. That was a basketball song.
Okay.
An old friend of mine used to sing that all the time.
Okay, let me send.
She was Greek. She is Greek. She's the queen of Greek people.
Hey Siri, start timer.
For how long?
No. Hey Siri, open stopwatch. Says I'm ready when you are. Well, yeah, the way.
Rolling,
Rolling.
rolling down the river. I said rolling,
Rolling, yeah. Rolling on the river. Rolling on the river. I left a good job in the city. Working for the man every night and day. And I never lost one minute of sleep. Yeah, I was right by the way that thing might have been.
very well, keep on turning.
Turning.
Proud Mary, keep on burning.
Rolling, rolling on the
River.
rolling on the river.
Do we have our words to our theme
We
song?
can just do the regular.
Okay.
Because I kind of want it to be different each time, and I didn't realize that till now. How are you today? It's Nikki B and Mama K. It's the Punk Unicorns Podcast with Nikki B and Mama K.
Woo! Punk Unicorns Podcast. Yeah. So, we'd like to welcome you all to episode 7. Yay!
Eclipse Day. Today is Eclipse Monday.
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 Oh wait, that might be too much for copyright, so we better not keep singing.
Wednesday, Friday.
So how y'all all doing?
How you doing? Are you guys gonna go watch the eclipse?
I know I am.
I am.
Gonna
well,
go outside. I'm not gonna look at the sun, honestly, because I'm worried about my eyes burning.
Now let me ask you: are they saying that we're not supposed to look at the sun because we're just not supposed to look at the sun, or is they gonna be shooting like infrared lights into our corneas from the moon?
Oh, this would be a great way for all those conspiracy theorists. This would be a great way to program mass inoculation.
That's what I'm worried about.
Because if we're all outside and we get turned into zombies, that's a huge population that gets turned into zombies. And it splits the country right in half.
And it would really suck for my grandchild because I play zombie mama with him, and then I would end up fucking eating his ass.
Well, hopefully, I don't know. Maybe Cameron won't.
And he's supposed to start school tomorrow.
Ooh, zombie school? Zombie toddler school?
Well, I'll have to let you know in the morning.
You're like, well, I woke up today and my grandkids didn't eat me.
Right. And he'll be so quiet, and all of a sudden I'll go, zombie mama, and he'll just take off.
He'll be like, ah.
Yep.
I can't even make that little kid sound anymore.
No, he's always had more of a he's hilarious.
Like an allergic reaction to milk or something.
Yeah, he's bass backwards. It runs in both sides of the family. Bless his heart.
Have you heard some of the things people think are going to happen today?
Child, like it's Y2K.
Right, they're like, the CERN collider is being turned on today. It's some crazy religious thing I don't know about today. A couple other things.
The Rapture.
The Rapture. Oh,
Yes.
that's always a fun one. I think I've been told that the Rapture was going to happen at least 15 times in my life already.
Well, it's today.
It's today?
It's today.
Now, for which people are leaving?
Well, I don't know where I'm going. I'm not sure if I'm going to float or go to the sewer.
I think that I'm outside of that, like a third party, like Switzerland.
So you're just going to remain here to like train the dinosaurs when they come back?
Yes, I'm a wood spirit, or whatever they call those.
I want to be a wood spirit.
Yeah.
Because,
It's fun.
you know, sometimes when people pass away, it's people you don't really like. So why would I want to go where they are?
Yeah.
I didn't want to go where they was when they was alive. Why the hell would I want to go somewhere when we's all dead? I don't want to spend eternity with that fucker. I didn't want to spend my high school years with him.
Right.
So I'll just hang out here with Nikki and we'll build wildfires and
Grow apples.
and skin rabbits and use their hide as hats.
You know what, though? For real, I'm not opposed to that, because rabbit meat is good.
Oh, it so is.
Like, when I was a kid, my uncles used to try to make us eat stuff, so that we wouldn't get, untrained palate. Anyway, we loved rabbit a la king. It was like something they secretly made to gross us out, but we actually loved it.
Oh,
It was like a gamey rabbit pot pie, so it was pretty good.
Hang on, I'm putting a spell on this kid to get it. Yeah, you see me looking at you. Mullet Marty. Anyway.
So for those of you that don't know, we take a big chance. The lighting is really good, so we just leave the garage door open. But
It's a lovely day in the neighborhood.
Right, and the kids don't have school today.
Because of the apocalypse.
So we're going to have a few walkers if you see us like making funny faces beyond the camera.
Right, but this one little kid,
He's
he's testing my medications. Little
yeah,
fucker.
because I don't know why they like to turn
I mean,
around on my
I
driveway.
just think children are just so lovely.
That's true. They are. They're amazing.
Yeah. So anyway, last night, or this whole past weekend, was WrestleMania 40.
WrestleMania
40. Headliner Cody Rhodes. But before we get there, we will go down the list. The very first match was my homegirl Rhea Ripley, and she be looking fine.
And you know what's funny? Is the person she was fighting is named Becky
Lynch.
Lynch. Oh, I was about to be like,
Becky Lynch.
I have a family member with a similar name.
Oh.
She would make a great wrestler, though. No lie.
But now
'Cause
Becky
she's
Lynch
tall.
is a badass wrestler. She is.
She's
the man. That's her catchphrase. I'm the man, Becky Lynch.
I'm the man, Becky Lynch. I know,
Anyway,
right?
so she won, and then match number 2, R-Truth and Miz got the win for the Raw Tag Team. Austin Theory, Grayson Waller got the SmackDown. And so Rey Mysterio
That was my
wins
nephew's favorite person as
over
a kid.
his son, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, along with Santos Escobar, whose accent probably isn't real.
Is he the one that came out with the Day of the Dead band?
Possibly.
Like maybe the number 2 match of the night?
That was number 4.
Okay. Yeah, I just saw the highlights. Y'all know I'm too cheap to buy
And then
WrestleMania.
Jimmy and Jay Uso, that was the most unnecessary match ever. Jay
That
won.
looked, was that with the brothers that
Yeah,
was
the
fighting?
twins.
Okay, yeah, that looked really staged. I would like to see how they fought over girls. That would make it more realistic.
It was.
Bess, get away from my...
I'm the prettier twin.
My
Mom likes me more. She suckled me on her taranapa.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm good.
They're the Rock. Don't they love... They're the Rock's nephews?
Cousins or something.
Cousins.
They're in the same bloodline.
Okay.
So,
The bloodline.
Sami Zayn finally gets the title from Gunther, who has had that title for 157 years, it seems like. Bianca Belair with Jade Cargill and Miss Naomi. They defeat
Who was my favorite?
Dakota Kai and Asuka.
Yeah, you knew what I was like. Who's
Oh yeah, when Dakota Kai came out with her.
She's like an Asian warrior princess.
Yeah,
like,
she come out with her. Or no, you're talking about the Bailey and Io Sky.
Oh yeah, the one that looks like a.
He's behind the goal.
So the children of my neighborhood love to turn around in my driveway. Thank God there's 2 cars in the driveway today. It messed up their whole game plan.
So Bailey went against Io Sky. Bailey won, and I can't. That's the one I told you. My face bothers me. But Io Sky.
Face bothers me.
Io Sky comes out, and Nick's doing like voiceover and has me dying laughing because he's like, she comes out and she holds us up. He's like, I just pulled this out of my pussy, and I lost my shit because
it did look like she pulled this gigantic wrestling belt out of nowhere.
And then the more it went on, the more funnier it got because then Bailey grabs the belt and then all of a sudden she goes like this with her fingers. I was like, look, just sniff the fingers. We are so
she
immature.
did this, I know, right? And then I just start screaming random like Japanese words, like
right, that made absolutely no sense.
I know, I'm like Hotamakai,
Mekalekahai, Mekahanihu,
which actually is a real Japanese word. Hotamakai is some kind of company that we used to get in
well,
the
I hope
restaurant
it
world.
doesn't mean anything bad.
No, I think they make like foil pans and like the kind of stuff you use in restaurants. Because it was all over the boxes at work.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then we also had the Bloodline defeat Cody night 1, which meant night 2 went by Bloodline rules. We'll get to that in a minute.
Bloodline rules, like...
We'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
So Nick was really excited to see Drew McIntyre win.
Oh.
And his Just for Men beard.
Oh, yeah. It did.
Men, please stop doing that.
Right.
Please
just
stop
with the gray
fucking doing
growing,
that.
'cause,
It
you know,
just looks like you're taking a permanent marker. I hate it.
Right, because I'm going to tell you, every woman thinks that gray beard is hot. Just so you guys know, that Just for Men, but you know, kudos.
You ain't fooling nobody. Even the little itty bitty WWE fans, they don't give a flying F.
It didn't run. There was no drippage.
I didn't notice any, no.
Yeah, he didn't pull a Giuliani.
No.
But, you know, my favorite part, of course, is when he walked out and there were 40 Highlanders on each side of the runway. And he, like, walked up, like, do. And then in my head, it was the movie History of the World Part 2. And Madeline Kahn's like, no, yes. No, yes. No, yes. That was so me. I was ready. I was like, I'll have the buffet.
I'm glad that guy walking by had earbuds.
I know,
Because
right?
he'd have been like,
what are they talking about?
yes, what are they saying? So Drew McIntyre wins against Seth Rollins only to brag a little bit too much. Don't brag too much because someone might knock you on your ass like one Mr. CM Punk. And so Drew McIntyre's like, look what I got the title, suck on my teddy nipples. And Punk was like, oh, guess what? My arm ain't broken no more. Let me just whip your ass real quick. Beats the living snot right up out of the some biscuit.
It was
and leads to
WrestleTastic.
Damian Priest cashing in his money in the bank and taking the title from Drew McIntyre just as quick as some bitch got it.
I know, that was sad. I mean, he didn't even get to take it nowhere.
Well, he got to kiss his wife while he was holding. That's about it.
That was so cute.
And then after CM Punk beat him up, he blew a kiss to his wife. I just love that guy, man. Phil's an asshole, but some people hate that about him, but I think it's amazing. CM Punk being an asshole makes my sheets wet.
It does me too, and it plays into the whole like
Bad boy
straight guy drag like cosplay thing that wrestling is.
Basically.
So it's like a soap opera.
Absolutely. A choreographed nonsense soap opera that we all watch every week because we're like, yeah. 'Cause then we got the Final Testament, and Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits wiped the floor with the New Testament, or the Final Testament, not the New Testament, because Jesus Christ.
Has not come to the WWE yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Maybe after the Eclipse.
Yeah, maybe after the Eclipse, the guy that's on Queer Eye for the straight guy that looks like
Carson.
Jesus. Carson.
Is that who it is?
No,
Carson?
not the original ancient elder, Carson Kressley. The
I'm
one
elder.
that looks like Jesus on the new Queer Eye for the straight guy.
Oh, I haven't seen. No, yes, I have seen
He's
him.
the super Nelly one, but he
there
also
ain't
has
no
a
damn
gorgeous
sense.
beard and like gorgeous long hair.
Now, let me just say this. Whenever you do a movie about religion and where you have Jesus depicted in any way, don't hire someone that's sexually attractive.
Yeah, because that just
That's
takes away
just
from
wrong.
the. Yeah, that takes away from the movie.
That's
I'm not trying to
sacrilegious.
have a crush
Blasphemy.
on Jesus
No,
unless
that's
he's
my-
from Colombia. Okay.
Huh.
Yeah. That Jesus is okay. if
I've
he's
never just
sexually-
gotten tongue-tied before. Anyway, AJ Styles, who looks like he smells like vinegar, lost to LA Knight. Yeah!
I know it almost makes my brain quit working each time because those kids' parents are the
Thank you.
the special flag people. Let's put it that way.
Rebel flag type shit?
No, the other one, the
Anti?
Go Brandon, I guess is the nice way to put it.
God.
Anyway, we won't talk about that.
So-
Love thy neighbor, love thy neighbor.
Amen. Hallelujah. Anyway, so Logan Duty Puss Paul defeats Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, which was horse shit. But I was actually telling Nick that I did get to see Randy Orton up close and personal in a wrestling match one time, and his calves looked like they were carved by angels.
Did they smell like really good?
I wasn't that close to sniff his calves, Nick.
You weren't? Then what good? Why did you pay for the ticket?
There was a barricade there, and there was also security. So
They would have loved if you tried to smell his calves.
I was on a John Cena kick. I was waiting for him to come out. There's your naked neighbor coming out. What's up?
I know. They always wait until we're filming.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like they watch.
And then, okay, we did talk about Bailey beating Io Sky, which I did not like.
wait, and that's my girl.
Io Sky was the one that pulled the thing out of her pussy, and then she lost it, and it was stanky, and, the
she,
other girl
and she
like
wears
sniffed
the
the girl's
coat of many colors.
that my mama gave to me.
That was a pretty rad coat.
Made only of rags, but I wore it so proudly. I'm singing to your neighbor. Although we had no money, I was rich as I could be in my coat of many colors. They came out of my pussy. Did you see him? He grinned.
Ay, Dios mío. We have so
Oye.
much fun here at the studio.
We
I'm
certainly
telling you what,
do. But the final match, and then we'll move on to another subject. The final match was Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. Bloodline rules. So
Roman Reigns, in case you did not know,
is hot AF.
is one of the finest looking, I think Hawaiian,
Samoan, I believe.
Samoan. He is beautiful human. Like, ugh.
Like fucking, what's his name? Created Michelangelo, and Donatello created him.
It's like
In the sewer
Michelangelo
with
was like,
Splinter.
the Rock's not pretty enough. I have to make someone prettier than the Rock.
Right.
Like, how is
Like,
that
you
even
know,
possible?
Dwayne Johnson got all sorts of butthurt when that.
Right,
They
when
came
his
into the
sister
family life.
and all his cousins made way better, gorgeous kids than him.
So Cody finishes the story with the help of Jey Uso, John Cena, Seth Rollins, and The Undertaker. All made an appearance in this final match, and it was phenomenal.
It was. I was so glad that they let The Undertaker out of the nursing home for that match.
Man, when
And
my
John Cena
husband
knew.
hears that, you're going to get a phone call. He's gonna be like, how dare you talk about my dude like that? My husband, true story, has a tattoo.
I love The Undertaker too, though. I'm just teasing.
Has two Undertaker tattoos. He's got a symbol right here, and then he's got like this like silhouette shadow on his back, right? One day, he was outside doing yard work, and my neighbor asked him about his tattoo, and he explained to him that was the Undertaker. The neighbor said, I thought that was Waylon Jennings.
Well, I mean, that's not a bad tattoo to have.
Well, no, but not when it's not. Anyway, I feel the story has just begun.
It's only just begun
to live. White lace and promises. Okay.
It's hard for me not to, I loved the Carpenters growing up as a kid, as a depressed gay teenager. But I can't hear it now because of some horror movie, and I don't even remember what horror movie it was, where we've only just begun. It keeps playing over and over in the movie, like every time they pick up the phone or something.
Oh, I don't know.
That hotel movie, where it's just the name of the room.
I can't remember.
Like
I know
1406 or something like that.
Yeah, I remember what you're talking about. But that put me in mind. You talking about that put me in mind of Girl Interrupted, when old girl goes up into the bathroom and all you hear over and over is, why do the birds go on singing?
Oh yeah, that song is creepy too.
Yeah.
Is that where she
hung herself in the bathroom?
Oh.
And then the Angelina Jolie character, Lisa, goes up and takes all the money out of her pocket and then goes and does blow with it. Don't they?
That's some dating shit.
And Daisy
That's
was
like
the one that,
something
don't make
somebody
me
from
tell
Dayton
Valerie! Valerie!
Why are Valeries always crazy? I know one Valerie that's not crazy. All the other Valeries are crazy.
I know one Valerie, and she's... So anyway...
I know. I've got some interesting fun ones on that.
We are kind of going to backpack on last week's episode and talk about some new things that are coming out about the shitty ditty situation.
Newsflash.
There is now a civil lawsuit between Justin and Christian Combs, which is Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy's sons.
Oh my goodness, I wonder why.
Well, Nick, I'll tell you. Allegedly, Christian was caught on tape sexually assaulting a steward on a yacht.
You mean that one of Padiddle's kids assaulted somebody?
It's just absolutely
Where did he learn
shocking.
this kind of behavior?
I think it was rap music. So, ironically enough, this stewardess that was on this yacht claims that Big Ron has video of all of this. Now, if you remember who Big Ron is the other person that is suing Diddy and all these other individuals. It's also known as, I had his name here. Let me go back to the other one.
You're like, hold on.
I have to go back to my other notes because I don't want to say his Big Rod. I'm sorry because I said his Big Rod.
Because there probably
Rodney
is a
Jones.
Big Ron, and he's probably like, what the fuck?
It wasn't me, bitch. So
I don't mess with them. I'm in Christian music.
So Rodney, I don't have it right there because I'm so stupid. Rodney Lil Rod Jones filed this lawsuit, and then this steward, and I've got her name somewhere down in here. She uses the same attorney because in her lawsuit, he had, or mentioned in Rodney Jones' lawsuit against Sean Combs that Jones had personal knowledge Sean Combs' son Christian was drugging, etc. So who is suing?
Drugging people.
So Jones is already suing Combs and her other son Justin, So the steward is now suing. She was 25 years old at the time. She served drinks for 12 hours.
Oh my God, so she was tired.
Mm-hmm. So she reported sex workers, drug use, celebrities on board, laced drinks. On December 28th, 2022.
And it's not like you can escape that and be like, I quit. Well,
right.
What are you going to do for 6 hours
Christian,
if
the
you
son, enters the yacht that she's on. He's already fucked up. He's already intoxicated. Mm-hmm. Asks her to take shots with him. She takes like a shot or two, but declines more when offered. Mm-hmm. Then he goes in and he kisses her, and he goes and touches her leg and tries to like open the floodgates. And she's like, no, you don't touch me like that. I decide if that happens. You don't. So kudos. She stood up for herself.
Good.
And so she ends up getting rid of him by saying, look, you know, I can't have this contact without supervision or without supervisor approval. Everybody's asleep. We could get in trouble. I could lose my job.
Right, because she's not.
And she's not supposed to be
celebrities
fraternizing.
probably don't treat her like that.
Right. So without superior permission, they couldn't fraternize. He goes, okay, well then who do I talk to? And she's like, no, that's not how it's gonna work. So she ends up taking him to like this room because he ends up telling her he's really tired and he doesn't want to wake anyone up, so he's just gonna go to one of the extra rooms and pass out. So she takes him to the room, opens the room for him, and he corners her, strips all his clothes off, gropes her, and then basically asks her to go to the candy shop and do what Nick's pretty much doing right now. Licking the lollipop.
That's.
And she said, nah.
Good.
And there's like a struggle.
Oh.
And the only thing that saved her was someone was coming. Someone came in. Allegedly, that was Rodney Jones, and he had taped.
Okay,
this
good. So
event.
he wasn't trying to be.
Right.
Okay.
And get this, they don't even have an amount set on that lawsuit yet. They are waiting.
They're gonna let the judge.
They're gonna wait and see what all happens to see how much money he loses or how he gets brought down before they put a number on that. And I don't blame them. Because you can't get blood out of a turnip, and they gotta make sure that turnip is fucking bleeding.
Because you know, Diddy's gonna sing and try to like throw a bunch of people under the table. He's not at the top like people think.
I think it was Ice Cube. I may be wrong, but I think it was, said if Diddy snitches on J-Lo, she better already have lawyers. And I'm wondering now, is she going to even make a statement? Because they were together when that one chick got shot back in the day, and allegedly J-Lo had the gun that did it. She had the gun on her.
I had no idea that J-Lo was like that.
Well, it's from running around the block when she was a little girl.
Block. She still got a big fat Glock.
Probably. So.
And she knows how to use it.
So Diddy's current actions. So what Diddy been doing? Well, he's been seen smoking and dancing.
Right, like hanging out.
Riding his bicycle.
Right, because he's trying to act like, ooh, I got so much on y'all. I bet they got a lot on you.
So, and he's also smiling and laughing. Why, you say? I'm going to tell you. This is why. Christina Coram, Chief of Staff for Sean Combs. Lucian Charles, CEO, Universal Records. Or Lucian Charles Grange, CEO, Universal Records. Ethiopia Haberman, I hope I'm saying that right, former CEO of Motown Records, Cuba Gooding Jr., etc.
I was shocked about that, because I did get into that part too, and I was like, Cuba Gooding Jr.?
This chief of staff was said to have employees wearing fanny packs that had like a plethora of drugs in there, like ecstasy, gummies, pot, cocaine, and GHD, whatever that is.
Oh, that's the date rape drug. But
that's the one you were telling me about.
It's super popular in gay world just for fun.
Okay.
Because you can have one drink. It's kind of like Quaaludes from back in the day.
Ooh.
They put it in their alcohol. You drink one drink and it's like you had half a bottle of liquor.
That's right. You did talk. We did talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then another thing called TUCI. It's a pink drug that's a mix of ecstasy and cocaine. So now these are all co-defendants.
Didn't they used to call that a speedball back in the day?
I think so. Yeah. So these are all
I know,
co-defendants.
Like, speedball back in the day.
Meaning, co-defendants. Stitches may get stitches, but Diddy will probably get criminal immunity or a minimum sentence because he is going to fucking sing like a canary.
And you know, he is like the hood version of Truman Capote. He got a bunch of diaries and a bunch of stuff that he's been keeping on everybody.
But they said that he was like involved. Prince Harry was just like, it was almost like a matter of fact type thing. He wasn't like in there, like, you know. But is he rich enough to have a panic button, do you think? Do you think Diddy's rich enough to say, oh God, I think they're zooming in on us. Let's reach under here, push this button, and everything is gone. All these little soldiers go to war and destroy files and do this and blah, 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 blah.
Oh, absolutely.
So was the raid a paid conspiracy? That's the conspiracy theories now. Like, he had instincts, he hit the panic button, and the feds may have been there, but were they there and all the stuff had already been removed? Or were they there to actually remove it?
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, if it's like all that other stuff with Epstein Island and stuff, most likely they were definitely there to remove everything because guess what?
There's probably a lot to remove.
Prince Andrew, they just let him go down for everybody else. If Prince Andrew went down, how many other people that high up? I know, right? That mailman is fine as fuck. Look at them calves. His back is like 76 inches wide.
Mr. Postman, look at me.
In just a second, he's gonna walk right here.
Is there a letter in your bag for me?
Hopefully it's from Publishers Clearinghouse.
Right. So we are going to do a call with someone real quick and discuss.
Oh, that's going to be so much fun, you guys.
And we are going to just discuss a random topic and see what they say. Today's person is Andrew. We're going to call Andrew and see what he thinks about something, okay?
Absolutely. This is going to be so much fun.
All right. We're going to call him right now. Shh. Everybody be cool. Everybody be cool.
Put it on super loud.
I got... Ladies and gentlemen, this is Andrew.
Welcome to Punk
Unicorns
Podcast. Raw.
With Nikki B, Mama K, and Andrew. Andrew is his name. I say it 3 times because I can't remember it.
Andrew is multitasking, doing nails and a podcast at the same time.
Oh my God, that's so fun.
Well, that actually is a good segue into what I want to talk to you about. Okay, so we know who Mojo Seaweed is. I mean, Jojo Siwa. And so she was on the dance thing when she was like a little child. And she had the bows, and the kids loved the bows. But now she's moving into adulthood and womanhood and like trying to work on her image. What do you think of it?
And this is not Honey Boo Boo, right?
No, this isn't Honey Boo Boo.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a whole different train wreck. We're going to have to go down that track some other day.
Ooh, Mama
June. Mama June and I follow each other on TikTok.
Well, so I watched JoJo's music video.
Yes.
And my first reaction to it was,
Yeah.
And then my second reaction was listening to the lyrics, and I'm like, is she admitting to all the lies and all the
No, it's okay. And when you watch the video back and we make this face, we're not making it at you. We're making it everybody that
Decided they wanted to
would
mow their
fucking
lawn.
grass right now. Anyway, we may have to okay, so go ahead.
Sorry for interrupting.
I love her. I like the white outfit she was wearing in the music video. Did you see the music video?
Yes.
The white outfit she was wearing, I liked. But the black one, it reminded me too much of Kiss.
Yes, I called her Regina Simmons.
Oh, like mini kiss, like.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is our whole lives are trial and error until we die. And this girl is sitting back laughing at everybody, and it's just making her, even bad publicity is good publicity.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that she intentionally ruined her relationship, and at the same time, in her song, literally said you should cheat.
Right? Right. Well, I think a child's brain fully develops the frontal lobe right around 25. She ain't quite there yet.
Yeah,
so.
I was just about to say, you don't really grow up till 25.
Women's brains fully develop at 25, men's brains fully develop at 26.
Oh shit! I got a while to wait for one of my kids.
Yeah, another 10 years.
Yeah, I got another 6.
Wow.
Another 5 years. I turned 21 this year.
Oh my
Ooh,
god.
21. I feel so elderly. I've got children older than Andrew. His name is Andrew because I always forget it. You know, Andrew, I have a very large fondness for Andrew and his willingness to think outside the box as far as his wardrobe goes. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he is like, I would say he is Tyra Banks meets Boy George.
That would be good. I could see that.
The outfit for today.
Yes, let's see the outfit for today. Okay, are you showing it?
One with the black banana, and I got me my little.
Okay, now let's see.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at you. You look like the Bumblebee from the Nirvana video. All I can say is that those are cute.
They're very the craft. I like them.
Let's see the nails, Andrew.
Oh, those are great.
Gorge,
They're like
gorge.
super French tipped.
They're just on, yeah.
Oh, they're just on.
They're just natural. Awesome.
That'll be fun.
So Andrew here, he has a podcast of his own, and it is called the Random Shit Podcast. So if you
check it out.
want to check that out, we will put his informaciones at the bottom of our.
Down here.
He's got websites, he's got YouTube, he's got the Twitter page, he's got the Instagrams, he's got the Snappy Chats, and he's got asymmetrical tit and nipples.
Yeah, we'll give you all that wonderful information.
Andrew, we will let you get back to your lunch break. Thank you for coming on the podcast to talk about Mojo Seaweed.
Yay, thank you.
I love you, mean it.
We see you next time.
See you on the interwebs. Bye bye. That was the intro. Andrew.
Y'all.
He is so funny. His style is
Oh, I love it.
just so him. Like he makes the clothes wear him.
Right, and I like that when people do that because, you know, you don't have to be any certain kind of way to dress any certain kind of way.
No, not at all. Speaking of looking a certain way, Gypsy Rose Blonde.
Girl. She is cray. I just want the Menendez brothers to get out of jail. They are so much more interesting than her.
But you know, she has left her husband now. They are going to get a divorce. She is now just friends with the guy that she was with before her husband, whatever the hell his name is, and then Ryan, and then So she's with this guy now. They got matching tattoos. And then they were on a live on TikTok with somebody one day, the other day. And it looked like her teeth were different.
And I couldn't tell though, like what she had done. It
right.
wasn't different.
I think maybe she got partials, is what I'm thinking.
So maybe she had the temporaries on while they're making all the stuff to put in.
Well,
for
her
good.
teeth with the caps and all that, it always looked like that, even when she like went to jail and when she was a little girl and all that.
Can you clarify this for me?
Yes.
She went to go live with her parent. They said parents. Mom's dead.
Dad and stepmom.
So she considers stepmom
Mom.
now. Okay,
Yep.
That's what I figured. But
Yeah,
I was
so
like,
kind of like me, when I say mom, I'm always talking about my stepmom. If
Right.
I'm talking about my birth mom, I will.
say bio mom.
Yeah, which I found out very recently that my bio mom's cancer is deteriorating rapidly. So if you would keep my siblings in your prayers, I don't need them. I've already grieved. That's a different story for another day. But yes, Gypsy Rose got a nose job.
I'm tempted to see because I've seen people right
She
after they
just
get a
had
nose
it.
job and their face is like hella swollen.
Well, she you could tell she was swollen in the picture, but she still had her bandages and such on. But yeah, she still was all bandaged up and all that good stuff. And when she posted either yesterday or the day before, so yeah, she's going for it, and I don't blame her. Like shit, like say what you will. I mean, it is what it is. She did what she did. She was involved how she was involved, but she's out now.
And
Let
that was
her
her
live her
mother's fault.
life.
Right, yeah. I'm okay with
Yeah.
letting her live her life. No, it's okay to make fun of her. She did murder someone and
Right.
she is out of it now. But
I know if I want somebody murdered, I ain't calling her ass. I already know how to do it
Right.
without getting caught.
because let's just say it. Everybody in Dayton already know it's the lime pit. Hashtag lime pit.
Nope, can't go there no more.
Oh, why?
There's cameras. Because I made that comment a couple of years ago.
Cameras?
Mhm. Yep.
Lime pit. What
I had
is
to
wrong
find a
with you
new way.
guys?
Had to find a new way. I'll tell you after we go off of the thing.
Eastwood Lake.
Dude, they
That's
always
deep.
come up there.
Mm-hmm. It's because it's deep.
Man.
It's an old quarry.
But yeah, I actually shared my knowledge on how to unalive someone and not get caught with someone that was in a very abusive relationship and the husband would beat her all the time. I told her exactly what I said. He's an alcoholic. And she's like, yeah. I said, this is what you do. I told her. She looked at me like I was some kind of murderer. I didn't say I've done it before. I'm just saying you should do it and see if my theory works.
Right? And it's like once you've
And
watched
it would.
enough true crime, you know it. You already know. And if you were a fan of Dexter, you already know how to do everything.
Well, my thing was, you know how when we were younger and they would warn us about the things that we would encounter in our adulthood
Mm-hmm.
and in our childhood that we never fucking really did.
Like quicksand.
Or sand.
Quicksand.
Oh, quicksand!
We have never got caught. Thank goodness.
No,
but
yeah, because I thought that was going to happen to me way too often.
like
Getting stuck in quicksand.
Mm-hmm.
Or getting offered drugs on the street.
Yeah.
Now, that's happened a couple times down on Gettysburg, but
Not until we
back
were
in
20.
in the early 2000s. Back
Right. Like it didn't happen in the 80s.
No. So, my thing is,
Hey kids, you want some Starbucks and some ecstasy? Then every girl named like
you want some French fries and angel dust instead of salt? Forget where I was going with that.
and then like every girl named Brooklyn comes running like hey.
Do I smell?
Sniffinies.
Where were we going? I think me and my friend were going to the Pink concert, and I got in my car and I'm like, it smells like cocaine in here.
Ooh, I'd have been scared. I've been like, why are we
No,
smelling?
I was scared because
that's like you're thinking you're having a stroke. Like what's
I
going on?
I haven't seen or smelled the cane since 2003.
I don't know. Long
And
time ago.
I got in
That's
my
like
car.
more than 2 decades.
Yeah, so when
More
I
than
get in
2
my
decades.
car and I'm like, Sonny, it smells like cocaine in here. She's like, you're crazy as hell and you shut up. It's good. And she sits down and she's like, oh my God, it does smell like cocaine in here. Mike, where were you? Like, and my husband's...
Your friend's name is Sunny. I knew a cool Sunny once. I don't think she's doing too well right now, but she was super cool. She used to work at the gas station I went to all the time.
Oh, this ain't my Sunny is, we call each other our forever friends because, you know, literally, you know, our dads were friends and we were in their nutsacks. And then here comes our moms. We were just hanging out, minding our own business. Here come them heifers, like, hey.
Ready to come into the world?
Shh, not yet. But,
we came in a good time, though.
We go through a lot
79 was
together.
a great year to be born.
she's not the person that, like I said, I have different friends for different reasons, and each of my friends have a different responsibility. Like, I would not go to Sunny for a pep talk because she's way too fucking real. At one point, one of my sons had a girlfriend that just was like,
Ooh, I was like a warhead. Yeah.
she was like infiltrating the compound, and I didn't like it. And I throw me on the back of it or go home.
That may have been my cousin.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
I'll take you to meet him.
so don't get me in trouble.
Oh, Mike can meet him too. You guys can
So-
get tattoos.
I forget what I was saying. That was distracting.
It was all I was thinking was that episode of South Park when the motorcycles come through town and they're like, "Look, it's
You're
a
gonna-
bunch of bleeps."
You're gonna find that I don't know shit about fuck.
Okay, so on South Park, I can't say it. They call bikers.
Let me tell you a
It is like
story
the
about
funniest
that.
episode of South Park ever. It is so funny.
That is so funny that you brought that up because I never knew that existed, and now I understand something. When my oldest son, who is turning 30 this year,
Oh my God, you're so old.
he was really little, and the neighbor lady had him say that whenever he saw a motorcycle go by. Well, I didn't know.
That's why she liked South Park.
Yeah, I didn't know why. He was randomly saying it, and one drove by and he said it, and I thought I was going to slap the lips clean off of his face. And the neighbor's like, I told him to say that, and I'm like, so I'm whooping your
Both
ass.
asses.
Oh my God. I would cause a 4.8 earthquake.
In New York City after that?
Yeah, I think I would have caused an earthquake. Nice segue, right?
I know, right? Oh, so y'all, the best videos is like the one guy that has like one of those expensive gaming chairs and he's got his headsets on. He's like, yo, y'all.
Is my house moving?
Am I rocking? What's going on?
The one guy said, my house jumped 3 times, and I'm picturing a house with little legs going beep.
And then kudos to the chick at the UN assembly. She just keeps on going, pushing her glasses up. Everybody's shaking, looking around, and she don't even blink. She just keep talking. She's like...
Maybe she was nervous and the legs was shaking already, so it just all evened her out.
And then the Statue of Liberty was shaking.
Yes, that video was weird.
That was, because you know how scary that shit is? I can't even walk up the tower at Cox Arboretum without having a panic attack, y'all.
Oh, yeah, that tower is not funny.
I would have probably had a prolapsed bowel incident if I was up in the
And
Statue
then
of
Howie
Liberty.
Mandel would have made a TikTok about your prolapsed asshole.
Right, like that would not have been, that'd been Rosebud City, like, ah!
Oh my gosh. So this earthquake, it was a 4.8 and then had a 3.8 aftershock. But that's not all. This earthquake's epicenter was located 7 miles from Donald Trump's Bedminster golf course.
Oh, how does that even possible that the epicenter of the earthquake was underneath the Trump's golf course. That
No.
has to be like a sign from God that.
Well, not only that, Nikki B, it was at the location of Ivana Trump's grave site.
She's coming back to life.
Like Billy Butcherson.
Or like that season 5
Like
cliffhanger
Beetlejuice.
of when Buffy died. And they brought her back to life at the beginning of season 6.
I remember that.
They're about to bring Ivana Trump back to life. I hope, anyway.
When that earthquake hit, her poor corpse in that coffin got all kinds of paper cuts from all that shake, rattling, and rolling in the paperwork
Right,
that's
'cause
hidden in her grave.
And you know, I have never seen a coffin that looked like
It looked cheap.
It looked spray painted. It didn't even look like they took
They
it.
spray painted like wood.
Rust-Oleum.
Yeah. Rust-Oleum. That's what I was
Rust-Oleum.
trying to say.
They
yeah.
used Rust-Oleum.
They Rust-Oleumed her coffin.
They don't
And
even
then
have
buried
a
her on a golf course so he wouldn't have to pay fucking taxes.
And there's not even a pavilion there. Like, there's no, like, Princess
just a
Di
flat
Lake
grave.
with a tomb in the middle. Like,
There ain't
nothing.
even a statue.
Yeah. Ugh.
And then he's wanting to put he's wanting to have 2 cemeteries, a family cemetery and then another cemetery that has like 200 and some lots. But that's going to be like the one that's Ivana's in. If I was Ivana, I wouldn't want to be with all these strange people.
Especially plebs, okay? Common
Right.
folk. Like, what's going on there?
Yeah, don't let the commoners around me. I was a Trump for Christ's sake. I had money at one time. And then you're going to put your family over here?
But just think of how happy the entire, like, Chick-fil-A family will be that they can be, you know, now buried next to Trump and
Well, they'll be happy in knowing that Donald Trump is planning an anti-racism campaign for white people.
Oh.
I wish I was kidding.
Anti-race.
You heard me, Nikki B.
So it's not that he's trying to tell people to be less racist. He's trying to tell people to quit being racist against white people.
Yeah.
I have never experienced
Me either.
racism against me because I'm white. Never. Once. Oh, girl, something wrong with him. Maybe
Yeah.
the water ain't so. Where's he get his water from? Because it's poisoned.
It's something. For me, being raised the way I was, going out into the world the way I did, I make friends everywhere because people intrigue the hell out of me.
Me too. I should have been
Like,
a traveler.
we met like that. Like,
Right.
I just make friends. I made friends with a little freaking 5-year-old girl at Walmart the other day when I was putting my groceries in my car. And by the end of it, her mom and I were following each other on Facebook because, like, that's. And then she went to
always
She
been
said
that
she
way.
went to Walmart the other day, and the little girl was like, "Where's my auntie Kat? Where is she? Is she at the Walmart?"
She's on the ticky tackies, honey.
Yes, she's not here
You
today.
gotta have to wait till later to see ya.
But yeah, don't know. Yeah, we'll just leave that at that then. But yeah, there's that's what I was
I
trying
think
to.
we covered just.
I
about
think we
everything
covered
fun
just
this
about
week.
yeah, because it's been kind of low key this week. Not a lot happening, and then the eclipses today.
So we could be coming to you as.
Hi, Barbara. I don't know if
genetic-
that's her name.
Her name was probably more like something like Cece, short for like Cecily or something like that.
She looked more like a Barbara, like she smokes Newports.
Well, her husband used to be the tall, hot blonde man that like not hot blonde.
That
man.
lady is Rebecca, the old lady with the hair.
Yeah, her husband was the guy that like tanned all year long. Like the kind of people that look like they spent their winters in Arizona or Florida.
Lucky bastards. So rich people shit.
Florida is like this magical place. I love it.
Well, you know, my friend Cindy, which we're going to have her on very soon. Hope maybe next week I'll bring her books in and we'll talk about Cindy.
Cindy. Oh, Cindy's are always cool.
She is my homegirl. She's my twin. And she was a CO for many years. And she has
Are we talking about the king's wife? Is this that sister?
No. You're thinking of, you're all messed up.
Okay.
But yeah, no, Cindy, her TikTok handle is Proud Viking 2,
Viking.
Yeah, she tells stories of this one time at band camp. Just kidding, it was prison. And then, she tells the stories of being a CO at prison. And
I had to break up a fight over salt packets.
well, she would probably still be there if she hadn't had the accident that she had with an inmate, basically pinning her arm between the wall and the cell door, and
That's scary.
Yeah. Like
I have a friend that works in a prison, and
it can be scary.
I can only imagine what that person goes through at work sometimes, because they have told me how they talk to him.
Right. Well,
like
and the things that you would
stuff.
see too.
Right.
Just like, if you're out in the yard and all of a sudden you see a big old mound of dirt, just know an inmate's about to fuck it.
Right.
And that has been the punk.
Yeah, like, we're going to end it on that one. Fucking mounds of dirt today.
Who's up for a mound pound?
So now that the weather is getting... Right, a mound pound. The weather's getting nicer. We're going to have little special events that we do, like...
Like you call us and say, hey, come to my house and I'll feed you lunch if you do the podcast from my backyard. And we'll be like, bitch.
Okay. Sometimes
okay.
we might go live from the Miamisburg Mound, from the top of the mound.
I ain't going to pound the mound.
Yeah, but we're not going to pound that mound.
Not that one.
Because it's irradiated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to get the radiators. The radiator.
Okay, bye guys. We love you so much. Come see us
Don't
again
look
soon.
directly at the sun today, bitches.
Oh yeah, because I don't want to hear all these posts
No.
later today.
I can't watch your podcast because I'm blind now.
I've got a half moon shape burnt into my corneas. My corneas.
And this has been the Punk Unicorn Podcast. Don't look into the sun today. You'll turn gay.
Yay.
Whoops.
Oops. Ooh, I got sweaty today. I might even have visible tit sweat. No, that's not visible.
No.
Let's see if I can get up without my back breaking.
Don't break your back, Mickey B.
Oh, there
If
we
you
go.
fall. Now, I hope that damn whoever the fuck mowing their grass.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
So-
I saw your face when that started, and I'm like, ooh, you little motherfucker.